Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Northern elders, leaders cries out, Shettima's life is at risk. The spokesman demand new aircraft for Nigerian vice president. Bonu speaker and I don't demand a new aircraft. Remember what happened? Recently, they said he was going to US and there was problem with the aircraft and it was God that saved him. Well, my people, we remember also when our former vice president, Yemi Osibanjo, you remember when the aircraft fell from the air? Aha, now it's Shettima's turn. And the North is crying out saying that there is a problem. Nigerians needs to wake up that there is a problem, with the vice president issues that they want it sorted and they want Nigerians to wake up to it that they, people should understand that things are not all, done correctly unless something is done immediately. They don't understand what may happen to him, that his life is in danger. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Shettima's life is at risk. Borno Speaker demands new aircraft for Nigeria's vice president. The Speaker of the Borno State House of Assembly, Abdulsalim Lawal, has claimed that the vice president's life is not safe. He claimed that the life of Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima is at risk due to the faulty presidential aircraft he traveled with. Shettima had to cancel his trip to the Commonwealth Summit following an incident at an airport in New York, United States. The presidency confirmed that a foreign object hit his plane during a stop power at the JFK Airport in New York City. They also said some of the parts of the aircraft, including the windscreen of the cockpit, were damaged in the incident. In a statement issued in Maiduguri, the capital, Borno State, on Sunday, Lawal asked the Nigerian government to purchase a brand new aircraft for Shettima. He said, I want to sympathize with the Nigerian government, especially the office of the vice president, his crew and staff, over the unfortunate incident at JFK Airport in New York, USA. I also express my gratitude to God for saving the precious life of our dear Vice President Kashim Shettima and those on board. Due to the ill fate of the vice president plane, even as I urge the Nigerian government to demand a thorough and timely investigation from the United States government over the incident that affected our vice president Kashim Shettima's plane at one of the most secured spots in the world, the US. The life of the vice president and of his crew officers stand at risk while using the old and faulty presidential aircraft. Therefore, there is the urgent need to acquire a new aircraft for Senator Kashim Shettima so as to avoid reoccurrence of this mistake and mishap. We want this done immediately. This is a threat to the North and we will not take it lightly. We want the government of Nigeria to quickly put this into consideration and get the vice president a new aircraft immediately. So this is the demand coming from, the Borno State House. I mean, of course, you know that Borno State is one of the northern states demanding that Kashim gets a new aircraft, that the old one, is speaking threat to him, and they are not happy with the current dispensation. They want things done differently. This was in the US, and there was problem with his aircraft, which has led to an unbelievable situation. They said some things happened to it. It was faulty, and he could not even continue his journey. So these are very, very serious issues. And now the North is rising up to say, you know what, Tinubu, we want a new aircraft for the vice president. Okay, we don't want to talk too much. We just want a new aircraft. Okay, we cannot be playing with the life of the vice president. And this happened in US, not even in Nigerian soil. Because in Nigeria now, they will, maybe allegations would have been raised that somebody tampered this, that. It was in US. So that's what the Northerners are saying, that this happened in one of the most secure spots in the world, and they don't expect that such things will happen. If it is faulty, if it is old, that they should get a new one. I'm glad that you guys are really prioritizing the life of the vice president, which is a good thing. However, what have you guys done in the aviation industry to ensure that new aircraft are purchased, for the people who are going back and forth, with around the country? There are some aircraft that are more than, God knows how many years, but they are still flying those routes until something happen. We don't want any incident with planes. These are very, very serious issues. If anything happen, what do you want, people to say? It's the vice president now. Every one of you are rising up and saying this is not right. Something should be done immediately, which is good. I appreciate that. It shouldn't happen to anybody. But as much as you are asking that the vice president, get all this immediately, what about Nigerians, okay, whose life has been left in the hands of, those who, do I just say not qualified? I don't want to use the word not qualified, but even aircraft that are not certified. And yet we allow those aircraft, to continue to carry people. Is it until an incident happen? So it's not just the vice president, it's an holistic overview of all the aircraft, both local and international. This is safety for lives and property. We don't want an incident, then they'll begin to report it on news. This happened and that happened. Recently, there was a crash, and nobody is trying to find members of the crew. So those things, we should not be allowing them at all. We should not be giving it an opportunity. It's an holistic approach all across the board. It's not just for the vice president. Yes, it's good. I'm glad that you guys are responding and rising up to it to say, the Nigerian government should get him get the office of the vice president a new aircraft to travel internationally. What about an holistic approach in all of this? These are things that should be looked upon very carefully. So I want to hear your thoughts, want to know what you think, because what is good for one is good for all. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Have a lovely and a fantastic day. From us is bye for now. Bye-bye.